What is up? Welcome back to my channel. Clearly I look a little bit rough, and that is because I only have foundation and brows on and eyeshadow primer on my eyes, and I'm so excited for today's video because we, meaning me, because it's just me here sitting all by my lonesome, finally got, don't fall out, our ColourPop package. So I'm so excited. I got 3 brushes, I got 3 highlighters, 1 bronzer, and 3 concealers. So I am going to put all these on my face, test out the brushes with some powders. I'm just gonna give you guys my thoughts, and I will also leave any additional comments that I feel or think of down below in the description box. Don't forget to check that out. If you are new here, hi, my name is Kendra. I post 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I love to do review videos. They're definitely my favorite. I love testing out makeup. But without further ado, let's clean up this face, make it look a little cuter, and let's get right on into it. I guess we'll start with concealer first, and then I can powder it on my face, and then we'll move on to just a quick eyeshadow look so I can show you guys how the 2 eyeshadow brushes I bought perform. Sorry that my hair looks insane. Just so you guys know, I have a trusty foundation down. It is the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation, and yes, I need help covering up this. That's why we're testing the concealer today. I swatched the 3 concealer shades I bought right here next to some other concealers I have in my collection just to get an idea for like shades and what I think will work for me. Just right off the bat, I can tell that these 3 concealer shades I bought are not really like any of the ones I have in my current collection, like shade wise. And what everyone has been saying is they kind of slightly oxidize after you've put them on your face, so you might want to go for a shade lighter than you normally would just because it's going to oxidize slightly darker. But let's test that out. So I just put these brand new swatches on my hand, and let's see if they get darker with time. I'll wait about a minute. Okay, it hasn't even been a minute, and I definitely feel like they've oxidized. I don't really like this shade. I think it's a little too pink for me. I think I'm gonna go with these 2, but mainly this top one. The center one is pretty peachy, so it'll do a good job of covering the dark circles. I did not mean to flip you off, the dark circles. And the top one is pretty brightening, so it'll do a good job of brightening. Okay, now that we've got that figured out, let's go ahead and apply it. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can be a little closer to the action. These shades I have are Fair 5, and that is this top shade. Fair Neutral 15 is the middle shade, and Fair Neutral 10 is the bottom shade. And the bottom shade is the one I'm not really digging for myself. Okay, so let's apply. I'm starting off with Light Neutral 15. This applicator is incredible. Okay, let's put on Fair 5 now. Oh yeah, that's much lighter. But I think mixing them 2 will be nice. And I'm gonna put a mixture of the 2 everywhere else to highlight, and that was way too much on the tip of my nose. They definitely oxidize, and it doesn't take them long. Like, it does not take them long to oxidize at all. Look, okay, look how crazy these oxidize. This wand right here is that same color right there. Look what it looks like right now. Do you see that? So, that's crazy. So definitely go shades lighter than you normally would. Cause like, I kinda wanna buy lighter shades now, even though I have the lightest shade right here. I think this is the lightest shade, I could be wrong. It is so crazy. Okay, let's just go ahead and blend and see what they look like blended out. Trusty beauty blender, by the way. I blend everything out with this, so of freaking course I'm going to use it today. I definitely feel like in the future I'd probably just use a little bit of the darker shade, but mostly that light, more yellow tone shade. But I really like the way it looks blended out. I forgot to put some under my nose, so I'm gonna add some there. I would definitely say it did a good job of highlighting and brightening, and it definitely did a good job of concealing. Like, probably if you did a little bit less than what I did, it would be like more on the medium coverage, but I did a lot, and so it's pretty full coverage, but it looks really great. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look like I put way too much concealer on, and it blended out really well, which I'm really surprised because it said it was a matte formula. But it's like, it dries down pretty matte, but it's a hydrating matte. I would say it's even creamier than the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, even though that's not cruelty free anymore. Anyways, I'm really, really digging it. These only have 0.14 ounces, which is quite small. Even the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer has 0.29 fluid ounces. If they're not the same price, they're almost the same price, and I love this concealer. The NYX HD Studio has 0.11 ounces, which is actually smaller than this. That is insane. Tarte Shape Tape, which this shade is way too light for me, that's why I don't use it anymore. There is 0.33 fluid ounces in here, and obviously it's much bigger, and obviously it's like, what, $24, so that's quite expensive. So it does have a little bit less than most, but it has a little bit more than some, like the NYX one. I would say this is a decent amount for the price. Like obviously you could get the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer for a little bit less, if not the same price as this, but for more concealer, and that is a really good concealer as well. But so far I'm loving this, so I really don't have anything bad to say about it. I just wanted to let you guys know the differences in the price and how much product you're getting. So I am going to set my face with my normal powder. I use the Cover FX Perfect Loose Setting Powder under my eyes and on my nose, and then I go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. This is the longest name ever. For the rest of my face, so I'm going to do that and I will be right back with you guys. Okay, so I wanted to zoom you guys in really close. I still have creasing that's super normal. Honestly, I have really bad deep lines in my under eyes because I have such fair features my entire life. I just squinted so bad like that. So it always creases within those lines. That's so normal. They said this concealer is creaseless. When I buy concealer, I literally never believe that a concealer is creaseless because it's always going to crease in those lines, and that's completely okay. But that is something you should be aware of. If you really go into it thinking it's completely creaseless, maybe don't go into it thinking it's completely creaseless. Since this is a ColourPop video, I figured I'd break out my ColourPop single shadows and just do a really easy eye look. I'm not gonna really tell you what I'm doing. I'll try and remember to link it all down below, the colors I use by ColourPop if you're interested. I just wanted to show you how these two makeup brushes work for me. Why would they not have the names on the packaging? Okay, I think this is the large flat shader brush, and oh, they are so stupid. Okay, so they're on these little things. I have brush number 8, 9, and 10. Couldn't tell you which one's which, but I have brush number 8, 9, and 10. I just don't understand why they wouldn't put it on the freaking brush themselves. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm just gonna speed through this, and then at the end I will let you guys know how I feel about these brushes. Okay, so this quick little eye look was done really quick. I'll just tell you the shades I used. Sidetracked, Top Notch, Save It for Later, Paper Tiger, Wake Up Call, and Ringer. All ColourPop shades, and you can find them on the ColourPop website. Okay, what I will say about these brushes, I don't think they're incredible, but they're really good for the price. I really like this big fluffy blending brush. Again, I don't know the exact name or number, but it's just the biggest blending brush that they have. And then they have this tapered blending brush. This one wasn't my favorite, but I will get good use out of it. Do I think it's worth it? It's probably like only $6, $7, or $8. Yeah, because it's a pretty good price. And if you need something similar, so it's like that flat, like kind of flat. You get what I'm saying? Tapered. I'm not very good at describing this. Does the job, it's just not the best. I think it's just slightly too stiff, but after a lot of uses, it could be a lot more like blendy and bendy. You know what I'm saying? And then this large, flat shader, flat packer. I don't really know what it's called. I wish I did. This is pretty good. I liked this. I used it to put the gold shade across my lid and then the Ringer shade and the inner third right there. Did a pretty good job. I really like this. I needed a brush like this, so I'm glad I picked it up. Overall, the 3 eyeshadow brushes that I bought definitely did the job. I do like them. I'm kind of glad I have them. Again, do I think they're the best brushes in the world? No, but they are really good, and I'm glad I have them, and you know, you can't go wrong with more brushes. You can always have more. Okay, so I have one face brush. I only bought one. This is the brush 01. At least I know this one is 01. So I only bought one bronzer. I wanted to buy 2. Lightest one called California Dreamin', and then there was one called Afternoon Delight, but I literally jumped on the website right when they released, and for some reason the Afternoon Delight shade wasn't there. I even searched Afternoon Delight on the website. It didn't pop up. So I placed my order, and then like 8 hours later I went in and the Afternoon Delight shade was there, so I didn't buy it, and I really wanted to. It was the second lightest shade in the range, so I just have California Dreamin'. In case you're wondering, this is what the packaging looks like. It's like a light nude colored with stripes, which is the same for the concealers, just in case you were wondering. So this is the compact. This is the California Dreamin' bronzer. They don't have the name on this anywhere, which is kind of a bummer. Maybe if I took out this single pan, it would have it on the back, but like it's not on the back. All the back says pressed powder face highlighter or bronzer, and it tells you the amount that you get if it's a highlighter or if it's a bronzer. So that's kind of lame. I actually really don't like that. But I do love the fact that they're selling pressed powders in a single pan with a compact. I love that. This is cute packaging. It just has ColourPop and stars. It's white, feels really nice, feels heavy, feels pretty durable. Let's go ahead and bronze up my face with the California bronzer. This is what I brought this brush for. I'm going to use my bigger mirror just because it's easier to see. Blend it out pretty easily. Definitely a shade for fair skin because this would not work for anyone medium to dark. The shade's nice. I don't hate it and I don't love it. Let me tell you after I've applied it all. Let's see how I feel then. I'm going to sweep some down my nose to contour. So it's not super powdery, but it is pretty powdery. I don't know if you guys can tell there's like powder. Not an amount where I would be like, I am never using that bronzer again. You know what I'm saying? I like the color. It's pretty warm, but for me that works. And it's not too warm, it's not too orangey, it's not too pink. It's pretty nice. Blended out pretty well. I could go in with a little more if I wanted to and it would still look good, which I like. Cause there are those days where you know how it goes. You're looking really pale and you wanna look tanner. You wanna look more bronzy. Let's just add a little bit more on the perimeter of the forehead here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Anyways, I don't really have much to say about the bronzer except for it's nice, and it's what, like $8 for the compact or $7 just for the pan. So you could put it in like a magnetic palette if you wanted to. It looks really nice on my skin tone. Again, I wish I had gotten the other shade too so I could have tested it out. But I actually really enjoy this. I like this brush for bronzer. It's very different than the bronzer brush I normally use. See how this is like fluffy and tapered and this is a little bit more compact. But I definitely want to use this more because the reason I bought this was to try and use a different bronzer brush than this. So I liked it, didn't love it. I think I just need to give it more of a shot, but I don't have anything bad to say about it. And I think this is supposed to be just like a large powder brush. So I think it would work for that if you wanted to buy a large powder brush to powder your face. Okay, so I have 3 highlighters. Okay, one is broken, but that's okay. It wasn't gonna work on me anyways. Do you see that right there? It's like a blush. So I'll use this as a eyeshadow, but let me give you guys a better swatch so you can at least get an idea. It is so broken, you guys. The more I rub my finger in it, the more it breaks. Look how pretty that is. It's like a blue shift almost. I'll definitely use that on my eyes or like maybe as a blush topper one day, but that's not gonna work for a highlight on my skin tone. Okay, bad news. I opened up this one. It's broken in my hand. This sucks. So it's pretty demolished, so I'll probably just contact their customer service and see what they can do for me. This has kind of turned into a disaster video. This shade is Angel Food and it just is cracking everywhere. This shade is S'il vous plaît. And of course, this is here Kitty Kitty. It's the only one that's not broken. So I'm going to try and put S'il vous plaît on my face without it just literally dying on me. I'm gonna take my highlighter brush and try not to get this broken highlighter everywhere. Woo! Okay, go in with the light hand. Let's just try and put some product onto the other side. So I'm obsessed, which is a huge bummer that it's broken. Look at that, oh my gosh. Let's highlight the brow bone in the inner corner with this because this is insane. I'm gonna put some blush on because I forgot to do that. I'm gonna use Becca Wild Honey. It's just a go-to blush, you know. The highlighter is stunning. The formula is really awesome, but apparently really breakable. If any of you guys also bought from this launch, let me know if any of your stuff came broken in the comments down below because that is kind of insane. 2 of my things were like shattered already. Okay, I am going to set my face and put some lipstick on and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, my overall thoughts, I'll start with the concealer. I really, really like the concealer and I'm excited to try it out more. Today is obviously the first day I've ever tried it and it's working out really well for me. I'll zoom you guys in again and show you just kind of what my face looks like. It looks like basically identical to what my concealer looks like on a day-to-day basis, except for this formula was so easy to blend out, so creamy, so like easy to manipulate and work with, and I really liked that about it. The highlight is stunning. Like, do you see that? That's insane. I really, really enjoyed the highlight. And the bronzer was really pretty. I really have nothing to say bad except for 2 highlighters are broken. But that is okay. I will contact customer service and see what they can do for me because I really love the one I used, which is Sivu Play, and that one is shattered. As far as the brushes go, I kind of already told you guys how I felt they worked. They worked pretty good. Were they the best things in the world? Maybe not, but are they worth the money? I think so, because they're so cheap and they're synthetic, so there's not real animal hair, and they're cruelty-free, and we love that, you guys. The one thing I will say, ColourPop literally took a week and a half just to ship this to me. And they added this little sorry we're late with a little mini lippy stick. I thought that was cute. As you guys know, ColourPop is one of my favorite brands, hands down. I think they just have their shiz together. They put out good quality makeup for a good price. It's hard with the concealer because you can't really like swatch it in store to see what it looks like, to see if it's gonna work on your skin. But it is really, really, really worth it, you guys. I promise you, ColourPop is a great brand with some great products. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely make sure to give it a big thumbs up down below. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. Like I said at the beginning, I post 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you're not gonna wanna miss them. I love you guys very much. Again, thank you for watching today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, bye, bye. Justin Timberlake.
Go